What is up, fuckers? How are you all doing tonight? It is Tuesday, it's 7 p.m., and you know what that means. It is time for some SpectreVision. I am Londo, and yeah, here we are. You know, it's a new week, and it's already turning out to be a little bit stressful than I was anticipating. But we're gonna play some games tonight and have some fun. How are you all doing tonight? How has your week been so far? I know it's only Tuesday, but I feel like for already being so early in the week, it's already starting to stress me out a little bit. Yeah, so tonight we will be doing some Pokemon TCG Live and testing out some new decks that I've been working on in the game to kind of see how they play and maybe do a little bit of ranked mode with them to see how they hold up. And then maybe we'll rip a couple packs or something. We'll see how it goes. Oh, 1 second, I gotta pull something up over here on my tablet. And you all may notice something looks a little different behind me, right? I finally got the computer monitor behind me up and running. So the way that I did it is really complex. So I'm running a long HDMI cable from my computer, which is down here, and I'm running it over to behind the TV where I have a HDMI splitter. One end will go into the it's like a RF converter box, so it converts the digital signal to an RF signal, which then runs through a coax cable to the back of the TV, which then converts the RF to the little prong. I forgot what those are called. It's little prong adapters. So it runs into that, and so it's one way that I'm hooking up to the black and white TV. Now the other side of that splitter is running on a 20-foot HDMI cable all the way around the perimeter of the room to behind this monitor, where I have a HDMI to DVI converter box that then plugs the monitor in. And what you have now is both of these monitors are acting as a secondary screen for my computer, which I am streaming off of. So I can just literally drag a window over to here and use it. But since we're playing Pokemon tonight, I figured why not just run some Pokemon clips on a loop in the background. The only problem is that I could not make this monitor black and white. Maybe through some like software, some Windows software options, I'll be able to turn the color down on this, and maybe that's the solution. That way both of the screens will be black and white. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to do some experimentation and see what we can come up with. Anyway, that's my nerdy thing. So I used to run them. I used to just have the one TV, the one black and white TV. This one right here. I used to have just this one with the RF converter box, but instead of connecting it to my computer, I was connecting it to a Amazon Fire TV stick, which I was using to like pull up stream and stuff on there. The problem was that as that Fire stick got older and older, it got really slow and unreliable. So this is much easier. I can literally just play whatever content I want on the back screens by just dragging it over from my main desktop over to the sub screens. Alright, let me get the game up. So we're going to be doing some Pokemon TCG Live tonight. Let me get it launched here. Computer's like really stuttery for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe just a little hiccup. Maybe the internet's being weird. I'm showing an unstable signal on Twitch, but it seems like it's leveling out. Okay, so I have been working on some new decks in the game, and you are about to see them. So I've been trying to make I've been trying to make a Mega Dragalge deck work for a while, because I really like the mechanics of it. It's a poison type Pokemon that allows you for 2 energy to poison your opponent, but instead of putting just 10 damage counters on them for poison, you would put 16. So in essence, you're doing 160 damage during Pokemon checkup right after you pass your turn. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. The problem is when I take it into an actual match, I tend to like kind of brick with it. It seems a little slow. Hey, what up, Ghost? How's it going? What is totally up? Ghost, look. I did it. I finally did it. The son of a bitch did it. I got that monitor working. Well, it looks really dark right now. I don't know how well it's reading on camera. How does it look on your end? Does it look readable? I mean, it's you're not supposed to really be able to see it too clearly, as long as you can kind of tell a little bit what's going on. Okay, it's a little dark. I can fix that. I can fix that. I actually can't fix that. It's maxed up all the way. I wonder if like the CRT bulb is a little bit dim. I do have another one of these sitting on top of the shelf back here, but I don't know if it works or not. So maybe if this one poops out on us, I'll have to replace it. But it's working. Yeah, I was just explaining how I did it. Basically running a long HDMI cable from the back of my computer, which is up here, all the way up to this shelf up here where I have an HDMI splitter, one end going into a HDMI to RF converter box, where then I ran a coax cable to the black and white TV. So that's how I get it to the TV. And then with the other side of the splitter, I run a 20-foot HDMI cable all the way around the back of the room to this monitor, where I run it into an HDMI to DVI converter box, which allows me to plug in the monitor to it. And it looks pretty good. I think it works pretty well. I just have to figure out a way to make this one black and white too, because right now it'll only do color. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's a very complex kind of setup. Well, not really. It's a lot of like conversionings happening at the same time. So that's what I think. Yeah. So you can't. What I learned is in the built-in Windows multi-monitor settings, you can't calibrate color on a monitor without calibrating all of your monitors. So maybe there's some software plugins or something I can download that can let me do an individual monitor. It definitely does heighten the vibes. Now that they have 2 screens going, and they're no longer running through an Amazon Fire Stick. They're an actual extra monitor for my computer, in that I can just come over here and I can, drag stuff over from my main monitor over to back here, whatever. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I was actually surprised at how well it works and how good this monitor actually looks. When you see it in person, text specifically looks really clear on it. So it's a pretty decent monitor. There's something to be said about the clarity of CRT monitors. All right, let me get back in the game. So yeah, so this is the Mega Dragalge deck that I've been working on. You can kind of see how I have it here. I know you're working on the Dragalge deck as well with the Clodsire, right? Hella distracted. Still. Oh no, you're still working. Okay, no worries, no worries. feel like something's going on with my computer because like my mouse isn't like clicking sometimes when I click. I wonder if it's just my mouse. Choose one Pokemon to put in your hand. Okay, we're gonna get this. Well, I didn't see what my other starting cards were. Let's go with the Skrelp. And then we'll put an energy on him. And since I'm going first, I'll just pass my turn. Yeah, what the heck is going on with my mouse? Alright, let's see if that fixed it. Just unplugged the mouse and plugged it back in. How you doing, dude? How's your week been? I had some terrible news today. So today is the deadline for the expiration of the save plan for student loan repayment, which I had been enrolled in for several years. And I had to choose a new plan, and under the new plan options, which are very limited, the cheapest one I could get, I have to pay $420 a month for my student loan payments, and that is now the plan that I am enrolled in. It is pretty rough. And before then, I mean, I've had my loans in forbearance for some time now, but when I was actively paying on them, I was only paying like $200 a month on them, and as part of PSLF, after 10 years, I would get them discharged. But yeah, it's basically double the price I have to pay for them. It is wild. Okay, so with this deck, the whole thing is about getting the setup. So I'll use the Dunsparces to kind of drive the card setup until I can get powered up. So it's taken me 2 turns, but I am swinging and ready to go. Risky Ruins down. And then now that I have my board pretty much with what I want on here, I can just start kind of slow playing and doing damage. The cool thing about the Mega Dragalge is through its Pernicious Poison, your opponent takes 160 poison damage, which is between turns in Pokemon Checkup, and that does not count as getting knocked out on your opponent's last turn, meaning that it will not trigger the Flip the Script ability of a Fezandipiti EX. Nor will it activate any revenge Pokemon like the Hops's... Oh, no, sorry. Hops's Trevenant. So it's a cool way to get a knockout without actually doing any damage. And what I really love about it is 160 damage times 2 is pretty damn good, because that's what's that, 320 damage? That's usually enough to KO most EX Pokemon. So, for instance, this Miraidon EX that I'm up against right now, they are left with a choice. Either keep them in play and try to get an attack off, or retreat them. Now, if they keep them in play, they are going to get knocked out from poison. At least it's enough to spook people with Megas. Exactly. Alright, what can I do? Let's do the Hilda and try to get a Dunsparce. Yeah, my freaking mouse is being really weird. It's like super laggy. Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse. Okay, now it's not working at all. No. Okay, now it's back. Okay. I wonder if this mouse is just dying on me. Yeah, the only drawbacks is it's still not enough to KO most Pokemon in one turn. So if I'm trying to knock out like an EX Pokemon, they could still potentially get one shot off at me. And because Mega Dragalge is a 3-prizer, it's a big risk for me to have to keep my Mega Pokemon in the front seat. So it's kind of the trade-off there. Now I do run this with Monkey Dories, so the idea is I can potentially monkey off some of that damage. But even with all of the monkeys that I have in this deck on the playboard, it's not enough to send what would be a big attack from an EX Pokemon. So I really only have maybe 2 turns with my Dragalge too. Yeah, see, so they were not able to retreat. They will take the damage and the knockout. Although I'm playing against the computer, so we'll see. I'm going to try it against a real opponent after this one. Well, unless you want to play, Ghosty, we can run some matches. And I also run the Snorunts in this deck to be able to get damage counters on the board to feed my monkeys. Sorry, man, I'm wrestling with booking flights. Okay, no problem. Oh, yeah, when are you flying out? Is it this weekend or next weekend? And I also use the Mega Frostlass as a backup attacker, which is a really good attacker, too. You leave on Monday. Oh, wow. And how long are you going to be gone for? Take your time answering. And you come back on the 17th. Oh, okay. You're going to miss my birthday. Oh. It's okay. I don't really have anything planned for my birthday. I don't know. I've never been, like, excited about planning things for my birthday. That's just never... I don't know why. I don't get excited about it anymore. Yeah, I told Nate we got to do a good gift. Oh, you don't have to do anything. Your friendship is gift enough. And I do include this Roxy's Performance in this deck, although I've never been able to actually use it. Man, trying to get another Monkey Dory in play. I think I might need some more energy in this deck. Because I feel like I'm always running low on energy with it. But yeah, this match, I've just ran away with this match already. Because I don't think they can get energized and fast enough to be able to do any significant damage here. Let's see. Like, I could do the Roxy now, which would be okay. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still not enough. Okay. I can't get a knockout on this turn. Oh, no, I can. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're gonna monkey 30 away. So that'll be, let's see, 210. Yeah, so then we monkey again, another 20. And now that'll be enough for a knockout there. So I don't even need the Roxy. I can just take the knockouts like that. What up, DJ? Feel the vibe. How you doing? What up, DJ? I'm gonna get to play some horns. Some DJ horns for you. How have you been? What's new? All right, let's take this deck into a real battle here. You know what would be fun? What would be fun? Tell me, what would be fun? All right, here we go. So this is going to be against an actual opponent. Let's try this deck out. King of the Ring is this opponent's name. If we could somehow make Pokemon Champions battles. I have not played Pokemon Champions. Is that one fun? I've heard mixed things about it. Like, one of the biggest complaints being that it doesn't have a big selection of Pokemon in it. That's your favorite series by JRPG Culkin? Oh, should I start with the Scalp? I should start with the Scalp in the front. Oh, and they already conceded. Okay. It's like Pokemon Stadium, but competitive. Yeah, I've heard of it, and they actually have been starting to do competitive play with it too. Oh, remind me later when I start ripping some packs, Ghosty, to show you what I've been crafting. I've been crafting something Pokemon related. I'm still in the kind of trial phases of it, but I'm improving. Yeah, do you like the Pokemon Champions? I don't know if I should go first or second with this deck. I feel maybe I should be going first, that way I can evolve quickly. I'd still have to tank one attack. So this I think is the more ideal setup, where I have the Dunsparce in the front, and then I can build my Dragalge on the bench. I think that's probably the move there. Smoochum. Search your deck for up to 2 basic psychic energy cards and attach them to one of your bench Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. Interesting. Okay, I wonder what deck they're using here. Smoochum. It'd also be fun seeing you play Silent Hill on emulator. The original ones. I remember I did play Resident Evil 2. That one was really fun. I've never actually played through Silent Hill 1. I don't know how well it holds up. A lot of those early 3D era games don't hold up as well because they run like absolute shit, and the graphics don't really hold up well. PS1 is good. That one is good? Okay. I'll give it a try. I have it. I think I have that game. I just, I don't know. I never got around to playing it. As a retro scene. Okay. All right. Definitely, as we start getting closer to Halloween, I want to start doing some more horror-based content. So Ghost and I, we finished playing Resident Evil 5, and we started playing Resident Evil 6, which is a little bit rough. I mean, that first chapter was kind of a slog. Even though it was like action-packed, it was just still kind of long. Like a very long first chapter. All I remember is that Harry's arms look like they're pillows attached to a larger pillow by threads. I still want to play it. Unless it's not fun. I mean, it's fun. I just felt more frustrated than anything in that first playthrough. I don't know. Did you feel that frustration too, Ghost? I was feeling a little frustrated in that. All right, not a productive turn. Not a very productive turn. So they've got the Meowth down. What are they trying to do here? Why are they putting energy on the Meowth? That's literally, it was, yeah, see, it was, it's not that it wasn't fun. Gameplay wise, it's very solid and it's very atmospheric. It just, I don't know, I felt like they were just kind of beating us down a little bit already right off the jump. Just loading so much into it. It was a little, what's the word? It was a little like exhaustive in that it, you know what I mean? Is it bad to stream Pokemon Indigo? I don't think so. I mean, people play ROM hacks all the time. You tried a Dreamcast emulator. It runs so smooth you can play Phantasy Star Online. Oh, nice. You should play Resident Evil Code Veronica. That on Dreamcast is actually really good on Dreamcast. I think it's better on PS2, but play it because Capcom has announced they are remaking that game, so that'll be fun. Dude, I still have not gotten. Ugh. I have not. I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice here with this Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get the Dunsparce just so I can get my draw engine running. And hopefully I draw into something good here. We should wait for the remake. I liked Code Veronica. There were some cool things about it. It was really kind of really cool for its time. The problem is that there were some really weird gameplay elements with it where you could inadvertently like soft lock your game at a couple points, and that was kind of a deal breaker. All right, so I just need to get a Dragalge on my next turn. You think the controls are horrible? I mean, it plays just like the other old school Resident Evils. It's the tank controls, which I think a lot of people do kind of hate those. I don't know. I think with the fixed camera angles, the tank controls actually work better. I really need a freaking Switch now. Jet Set Radio, remember that game? Yep, that one was fun. That was a really good Dreamcast game. What were some other good Dreamcast games? Ooh, Grand Tree. That means he's going out to his Gardevoir. But that also means that I can use that Grand Tree next on my next turn. And because he's already played a supporter, I'll have first kind of go at him. What does the Gardevoir do? Sonic Adventure 2? Oh yeah, I remember that. Sonic Adventure 2. I really like the first one. That one was really fun too. Oh shit, he's got a Lily's Clefairy. Fuck, that's not good. Wait, why do you put the Pearl on the Mega Gardevoir? That's weird. Alright, let's see how much damage he does. Oh man, he's gonna get so much damage down on the board here. Alright, so we got the Dragalge. Got the Dragalge up. Good. Let's monkey some of the damage off and knock out his Smoochum. 2 is way better. I never really played the second one. I only played that first Sonic Adventure. Put the Risky Ruins back down so he can't evolve again. We're going to Air Balloon out. Retreat. And we start the poison process. Alright, so they will most likely get KO'd on their next... Oh no, they're gonna KO me because of the Clefairy. That means I'm weak against Psychic. Oh shit, he's gonna one-shot kill me. You'd like to? Okay. Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely in trouble here because I'm weak against Psychic types now. So he's gonna get a one-hit KO here. Fuck. Oh, they're gonna retreat. Oh, they're gonna retreat into the Clefairy then. Yep, so they still get a one-hit KO here though, because they can do some big damage. I would play against you if I know how to build decks. Well, there are some really good free decks that this game always comes with. Every new season, they give you a couple of free decks, and you get a bunch of free packs and stuff too in the game. So you can definitely work with those. Yeah, I think I definitely lost this one because of type weakness here. This full moon rondo is gonna hit big. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna... I don't know. Can I come back with the Frostlass, maybe? I'm already down by a lot of prizes here. Today's question of the day is, what Pokemon do you feel has been criminally underrated and why? Oh god, I just have the Badoo and no draw here, so yeah, I'm fucked. Well, first test with this deck, not going real. There's so many good ones for that question. I mean, I know you guys have heard me talk about this before, but I do think that Onix has been a criminally underrated Pokemon. And not just underrated, but just like underappreciated by the Pokemon Company. They have not done a good job making Onix into a good Pokemon. He's always just so lame and really weak and super slow. Underloved, underpowered, exactly. Oh, shit. I feel like that fire ape bit they always choose instead of the fire chicken. Oh, you're talking about Infernape? Hilda, that doesn't help me any. I mean, I'll use it, but it doesn't really help me any. I'll just use it to get some draw going here. We'll go with the Dunsparce. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. Bench a Dunsparce. So now at this point, I have to pivot into the Snorunt. But I think it might be too little too late here. You only know the German names? What's the German name for it? Oh, okay. I got an enhanced hammer. I can at least use that. Knock off one of his energies. Alright, well, at least I got some good draw on this hand. As long as I don't get hand disruption, I can come back with my with my Mega Frostlass on my next turn. God, my mouse not working is driving me fucking insane here. Plug it in, maybe that's what... The ape's last evolution is called Panferno. Oh, that's actually a really cool name. Yeah, in English it's Infernape. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing my stream as unstable when it's like, what the hell? Which is being weird. Alright, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 50. Oh man, I can only do 350 damage. Looks stable to me. Okay, good. Well, as long as it's stable on your end. So I'm going to make a comeback attempt here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can one-hit KO his Gardevoir here with my Mega Frostlass. Because it does 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. They have 8 of them. That'll be 400 damage, just enough to get the KO. The problem is I don't have an energy, but I can Crispin for it, so we'll have that. Oh, I should have kept the Darkness Energy in my hand in case I needed to bench a second Monkey Dory. Oh well, bad mistake. Yeah, 400 damage, nice. And Pikachu is Pikachu. They spell it with the T. That's actually kind of cool. So 3 prizes. I could, if I can survive one attack here. If they have a boss's orders, I'm cooked. But if I can survive one attack, I will get the win. Because then I'm just bossing in his Meowth and knocking out for 2 prizes. But do I like to go swimming? Actually, I mean, I haven't been swimming in so long. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, fuck. 350. Damn, they had it. They had it. Man, if I would have been able to tank one hit, I could have had it. GG's, this guy got it. He did 1,500 damage. Holy shit. That was wild. Alright, so first test. Yeah, I think it's my wireless receiver for my mouse is starting to go out because as soon as I plugged in my mouse, it seems to be working great now. He's dressed for success. Cool avatar. I know, right? Let me collect my points here. I've already beaten the battle pass and the ladder rank, so like there's nothing else to do for a while. Also, hi, I'm done with work. Yay! I mean, if you like water, I like water okay. Like, I don't know. It has been a while since I've been swimming. Did you wanna battle, Ghost? Want to do a battle? Oh, I didn't do the whole battle queue, but just let me know if you want to. Oh, you like rain? Like rain? Oh, I love rain. I love the rain. I don't like being in the rain, but I love being inside during a thunderstorm and just seeing the rain outside my window. I love that. We are definitely rain people. We live in a desert, so we don't get a whole lot of rain, but when it comes, you appreciate it just all the more. Yeah, let me pull up the game. Okay, while you're pulling up the game, I'm gonna pull up a drink. BRB. Oh, DJ, I don't know if you noticed this. I got this monitor back here working. I'll give you a good look at that while I go get my beer. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now you get your own fan name Pokemon. I know we are right about to enter into monsoon season. I'm gonna try a different deck. This is a new deck that I am building IRL, which is I don't have everything ready for it though. I had to order some cards. I'm trying out an iteration of Festival Leads. Nice. Where did you get your list? Was it the one I sent you? Festival Lead is a pretty cool deck. Once you like understand the flow of it, then everything works well with it. But you kind of need a lot of things in place for it to really pop off. But if you can get that set up with your stadium and everything, then it can be really, really good. Especially because it's a one prize deck too. So you can always climb back in with the prize trade and win it like that. So my deck is kind of slow and may not hold up against your Festival Leads. One thing you always want to be mindful of with Festival Leads is weaknesses and resistances. Play to the advantages. Neat sleeves. Yes, these are from an old Trainer's Toolkit, I think. From 2021, the 2021 Trainer's Toolkit. Nice sleeves for you as well. I love that Pikachu. I actually really like the coin. Petalil. Just a wee little Petalil. Petalil. I wonder if I move my stream manager over to this screen, does it look like I'm looking at the game now when I look over this way? Should I have been doing this whole time? I've always put my stream on my other monitor, and so I've been talking to people about our BG3 run lately. Oh, really? What have you been saying? It does look better like this? Okay, maybe I should have been doing this the whole time. What I really need is to mount the camera over here so that I'm constantly looking this way while looking at my main monitor, and it looks like I'm watching the screen. You know what I'm saying? That bow was a menace with a brain riddled with worms. But I do feel if I move my main camera, then it's not going to work as well. You won't see as much of the background. It's just so hard finding a good like position for camera placement. Oh man, stressful day. Stressful day. That whole student loan thing was rough, and it kind of hit me. It really blindsided me. Just going from paying nothing to now having to pay like $430 a month for student loans is just fucking wild. Oh, you missed it. What happened? So yeah, today was the deadline to for the expiration of the save plan, which is the student loan repayment plan that I was in, and I was making payments for it toward my PSLF, so Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. But so that was expiring, and today was the deadline where it had to be updated to a new plan. So the plans that they offer though are so outrageous. Like the cheapest one I could do would be like $275, but it would basically be me starting my loan payments from scratch again. So it'd go $275 a month for 20 years. I'd have to pay them. and I would be paying almost as much in interest as the price of my loan. So that's not an option. The other one, the income-based repayment one, that one is the cheapest of the other options, and it's $430, I think, a month is what I'll have to pay now in student loans. And you know what the other plan was? It was $1,075 was how much they were like, yeah, just make those payments and you'll be paid off in 3 years. It's like, yeah, no shit. But also, who the fuck can afford that? $1,075 a month? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I've just got a cool 1.5K sitting around. I don't know. I think like maybe like if like we scrimped and saved and lived in a much cheaper place, then yeah, maybe I could swing that. But it's just wild to think that like that's what they expect people to be able to pay. But with the plan that I signed up for, I'll be able to keep my past PSLF qualifying payments. Oh, I got the wrong fucking Pokemon. God damn it. I wasn't paying attention. And I'll only have to pay them for 8 more years, and then the rest gets forgiven. So if I can just make payments consistently of $430 a month for 8 years, then I'll be out of the woods. Yeah, designed by boomers confirmed. Of course, right? So yeah, that was my day, and it's just like researching all the plans, and I even got on the phone with student loan, Department of Ed or whatever, and just so they were just like, yeah, I'm so sorry, like I know it sucks, but like this is where we are right now, and that's the only options that you have. And I'm like, fuck, man. I said, what if I don't choose a plan? And they're like, well, if you don't choose one, you'll be whoever your service provider is will automatically enroll you into probably the standard plan, which is the one where I would be paying it for 30 years and have so much fucking interest to pay. Attacks used by your Leaf and Fire Pokemon do 20 more damage. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's evolve. So I feel like I probably need that. Oh, man, I need... I need a fucking rare candy. Yeah, dude, it really does womp. So, like, I was talking with Molly about it, and we were getting frustrated because it's like, we're going to have to, like, do some serious cutbacks to make things kind of work, because... I mean, who the hell just has an extra $450 or $430 just laying around every month? So... Stressfulness. Alright, I can at least get an attack off this turn. I won't be able to use my trade ability, but I can attack at least. Oh, and that Rabsca prevents damage and effects of attacks to benched Pokemon. Oof. Just cut out a piece of your thoracic flesh and give it to us monthly. You can handle that, right? I know, right? You know what it feels like? Do you remember a couple years ago, Walmart executives were coming under fire because of how low they paid wages for their employees? And actually, our state is a bad example of this, but Walmart is one of the largest employers within our state. But because they pay so low, employees are encouraged to subsidize their health care with like Medicaid. So Walmart actually contributes more toward draining the system of not draining because people are using it, right? They have to use it. But like more people are on food stamps, Medicaid, and stuff because Walmart, the largest employer, does not subsidize their pay enough. But a few years back, Walmart came out and was like, they published a budget for their employees of like, here's how you can live within your means for working at Walmart. And they said like the average salary, and they broke down everything. So it's like rent, this much, cell phone, this much. But the things that they didn't budget for was food or a vehicle or gas or anything else. So like literally, as long as you don't eat, you can work at Walmart. And it just went to show like just how out of touch these fucking corporate bastards are when it comes to the welfare of their employees. Well, maybe some of the good news is that Pokemon merch is still pretty high at value. That is true. That is a little ace up my sleeve, is that I do have quite a bit of some sealed Pokemon merch that I got at MSRP. So if I did decide to like resell some of it, I mean, like I have a Prismatic Evolutions ETB in my closet right now that I got for $50 that is now worth $200. So like little things like that, maybe. But then I'm just becoming a scalper, and that's crazy. I can't do that. I've become everything I've ever hated. No, it's not going to come to that. It's not going to come to that. I don't know. Maybe this is a good incentive for me to become more responsible with my spending and to be better about things. And honestly, if it means I can pay off my student loans and I'm actively working toward repaying them, that's a good thing in the end, right? Because I have not been they've been in forbearance for like 2 years. And so, oh shit, that does a lot of damage. I have not been able to make a lot of leeway in them. What should I do here? What should I do here? Yeah, let's Colress, and I'll bump the stadium. No, you know what? I need to keep that stadium just in case you do come at me with another Festival Grounds stadium. So we're going to trade. I don't need the rare candy anymore. I can get rid of that. I don't need these Buddy Poffins, so I can pitch one of these. I really love Zoroark's trade ability, because at first you'd think discarding a card in order to draw 2 seems like that's counterintuitive, but there's this phrase that a lot of people use: thinning is winning. So discarding your card is thinning your deck a little bit. And it's all kind of working toward eliminating the cards that you don't need and drawing into the ones that you do need. Okay, after this match, we will switch over the stream and do some pack rips. Oh, and I need to show you what I've been working on, Ghost. I'm taking on a new Pokemon craft initiative. They need some further fine tuning, but I'm getting there. Okay, we'll do the lilies. Yeah, still not getting what I need here. So this Cinderace, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but this Cinderace is really, really, really useful because of its ability If this Pokemon is in your hand when you're setting up to play, you may put it face down in the active spot, meaning you can start with this in your active spot if you draw it off of your opening hand. And I bet you're wondering, like, well, what's the point of that? Whatever. For 1 energy, it can do Turbo Flame, which is 50 damage. Not bad, especially good against grass decks. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your benched Pokemon in any way that you like. Then shuffle your deck. So for Pokemon that have big energy cost attacks, like this Hydreigon, not only does it have big energy cost, I need 3 different energy types to do it. It's a good way to get set up really, really quickly. You just have to hope that you draw into your opening hand with one of the Cinderaces. But I run 4 in this deck, so chances of that happening are pretty decent. I mean, as decent as anything could be. Oh shit, it blocks the bench. Damn it. Ooh, DJ made a thing. Okay, I will check it out here in a sec right after this match. Oh no, nothing on that one, huh? GG's, Ghosty. Oh my god, I didn't tell you. So, this last Sunday, I went to a Pokemon tournament, right? And they were doing an expanded tournament, and they actually had a huge showing. There was like 20 people who showed up to play expanded format. And you don't realize how broken some of these expanded format decks can be. There was a guy who I played against. We drew our opening cards, we set up, right? He went first. And literally his entire first turn took 16 minutes. He ended up drawing his entire deck to the point where he had no deck left and was able to donk me. So I didn't even get a turn, but I had to sit there and watch him do all this like crazy back and forth shenanigans with, all right, I'm pulling this Pokemon out of the discard pile using this, and then using this ability to draw another card, and like I'm watching it and I'm like, what is happening? Like I'm just watching him play solitaire, and like it's almost impressive, because I mean it was impressive. Because he also was knocking himself out too, causing me to draw prize cards, right? So he got me down to 1 prize card, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? If I can even take a turn, I could potentially win. But then he had, it was like a Dedenne V, or no, it was a Dedenne GX that could, if your opponent has, if you have more prize cards than your opponent, then you can attack for free. But then they had a tool attached that would allow it to attack on its first turn. So yeah, basically he just got all of my prizes out, got his Dedenne in place, and then hit for an attack, and it did like so much damage that it not KO'd my basic, you know, I don't even know what the fuck I had in the front seat. It was like a Ralts or something. And that was the only Pokemon I had in play, and I'm like, oh, okay. What the fuck was that? I don't know, dog. I think it was a little bit of a buzzkill, but you know, I mean, that's Pokemon, so like I can't get mad at it. He's obviously just playing what he thought was a good deck. And so in our second game together, I went first, so I made sure that didn't happen, and I actually won the second game because of that. But he ended up winning the third game. It's crazy because like it was all one giant sequence, and it revolved around the executes that when they're in the discard pile, they have an ability that when they're in the discard pile, you can move them from the discard to your bench. And then he had Risky Ruin, so it would do 20 damage to them when he placed them on the bench. And then he had another Pokemon that could move damage counters. Oh no, he had an item that would move damage counters, and so he could move damage to the executes to knock themselves out again. And it just was like the cycle that was going on. And then he used unknowns, so the unknowns, to be able to discard themselves to draw a card. And so like all of this stuff was just feeding the draw of his deck. It was wild. It was fucking wild to watch. Okay, let's check out what you posted in the Discord. Oh, Spectre, you made me into a Pokemon. Impish nature. In Porcelia Town at level 5. What Pokemon is that? Liquiput. What? Is that a real Pokemon? Or is that like a fan-made Pokemon? It's kind of like a Grimer. Or like, it kind of looks like a Muck. Hydrush. Corincid. Oh, they just made it. Okay, cool. So is it like a poison type? What kind of type? So the type is water poison. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's awesome, dude. I freaking love it. Oh, and then the Jigglypuff. Heck yeah. Stompy Stomp. Oh, that's a great name for an attack. Stompy Stomp. And then speaking of Dedenne. Ooh, that's loud. I loved how this game did the immersive art cards. Those are so cool. Super cute. Super, super cute. DD Circuit. This attack does 40 damage for each Pokemon tool. What was it? For each Pokemon tool attached to all of your Pokemon. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let me get my playmat set up and let's do a couple pack rips. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see. Give me 1 second while I set this up here. Yeah, that was a very cute Pokemon. So you designed that one yourself. That's super cool. Okay. Camera in place. And let me move this over in front of me. Move my screens around a little bit. Okay. Spectre Vision. Oh, it's from a fan main rod. Oh, okay, got it. I thought you created that Pokemon. I was very impressed. But I do like that you named it after me. I love it. Behold! Oh yeah, before I start doing the pack race, let me show you what I've been working on. So again, this is kind of a work in progress, but I've been doing some crafting, and sorry, what I've been making. That one's not really done. Are keychains. So it's a little Pokemon keychain, and I used like a circle punch to punch out a card. And then on the back, I don't know. I haven't really figured out what to do in the back. I put some glitter in there, but it doesn't really fit really well, and it moves around too much. But then little charms of a dice and a little tassel. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cute, right? So yes, that's something else that I've done. Like for instance, this one, an Applin one, and I used one of my glitter sleeves, like my shiny sleeves, to make it holographic. I don't know if I like the glitter on the inside, like the glitter stars. but did a energy on the back. I think it looks better like that. The problem is the little cases that I got are slightly bigger than the hole punch, so I might need to get better sized ones. The other thing is, once you close it, I have been unable to reopen it. So, like, this has been a lot of trial and error, and it's not working great. Getting crafty. And yeah, so I got these at Hobby Lobby. They're like little dice. I also got some bigger dice ones. These are actually just dice. And I got a bunch of little tassels. So yeah, that's gonna be what I'm working on. Making little crafts. Maybe I'll start selling those and that'll pay for my student loans. Oh wait, I forgot the glitter. But yeah, kind of cool, huh? All right, so before I start ripping, I'm going to show you my latest card shop pickups. So these are some cards that I picked up at the card shop the other day. I'll do a thing. We should play Pokemon MMO that's like multiplayer. Oh, I think I've heard of that one. That's awesome. I'll support the pay for Londo's student loans business. Yeah, that's the business model. I'll do a thing where if I'm going to a tournament at the local store, the night before I'll look through their TCG player page, see if they have added anything like good that I want to pick up, make a little cart, and then check out using pay in-store pickup. And it's, you know, cheap way to buy singles. So I got a Pikachu V. I got a Raichu. It's heavily played, so it's a little damaged. But I love this like classic Raichu look. Ah, I know, right? The baby. I got a Charizard, of course. Gotta get a Charizard. And then I picked up 3 Meowth EXs because every deck that I'm building, every deck list uses a Meowth EX. So I had to pick up a few of these Meowths so that I could have. I had like a deck built that had like 2 Meowth proxies, so 2 of them were going straight to that deck. But yeah, these were the latest pickups I got at the local card shop. You got a Charizard, yeah. I mean, you can't not Charizard. It is essential. Okay, so what are we ripping today? I have just a random assortment of some packs. So from the tournament, these are the participations. I got a Chaos Rising and a prize pack. Series 8. They actually have Series 9 in stock, but they like, we can't give them out for this event because technically it's too soon and we can get in trouble for that. I'm going to do 2 Paldean Fate packs. And then this, an Ascended Heroes 2 pack. So this is what we're ripping today. So starting off, let's start with the Chaos Rising, which is technically the cheapest of the packs. All right, let's get some hype. Do we get any first pack hype magic here? Let me move this to my other window. Here we go. All right, for the very first pack, we start off with... Are you ready? Darkness Energy. Braxian. All right. Froakie. Ferroseed. Watchog. I love that he has like a little safety vest on. That's kind of cute. Ferrothorn. Startling Drop. During your opponent's turn, if this Pokemon is discarded from your hand by an effect of an attack or ability from your opponent's Pokemon, or by an effect of your opponent's item or supporter cards, discard the top 8 cards of your opponent's deck. It's a very specific scenario. So I think like a Monkey Dory or a what's it called? Duskull, Dusclops, or Dusk Noir would trigger that. Its attack, Special Whip. If this Pokemon has any special energy attached, this attack does 70 more damage. So it could do 140 damage with the special energy attached. Deoxys, one of the many Deoxys in this set. Transformation Tome. So I was curious about this card for a long time, and when I saw the latest NAIC North American International Championships, Tord Reklev used this in the deck, and it was really smart how he used it. Basically, so let's read it. You must play 2 Transformation Tome cards at once. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile, and switch it with one of your Pokemon in play. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns in play, and any other effects remain on that new Pokemon. So, what he did was, early in his game, he had benched a Meowth EX in order to get a supporter card, right? As one does. But what ends up happening is that Meowth sits on your bench, and it's kind of a 2-prize liability. So at one point, he used the Transformation Tome to replace a basic Pokemon from his discard pile with the Meowth. And then he evolved that Pokemon right away, which he could do because that Meowth had been in play for multiple turns, and it says right here, turns in play count. So technically, he could evolve that Pokemon right away after switching it in with the Meowth. And that was really smart. It was a really smart play because it removes the 2-prize liability of the Meowth after it has finished being useful, and then gave, I forgot what he put in there, but a Pokemon that he could then use right away. Super fucking smart. Beldum. Ooh, reverse holo Beldum. This is cool. He's like hanging upside down. Oh, let's go. Fucking Crobat. Let's go. I will drink for that. First pack fucking magic, dude. First pack fucking magic. Crobat 093. I wonder how much this is worth. Oh, that's such a cool art too. I don't like the face on the Crobat, but I do like that it has 4 wings though. And a Trevenant. Fuck yeah. Man, getting the Illustrator Rare on the very first pack. I recommend you Pokemon Evolved fan hack. The most interesting thing about it is that Pokemon like Pikachu normally evolves to Raichu, but this time it has 2 more evolutions, so other Pokemon's got also more evolutions. They're all fan-made. Oh, I think I've heard of that. I've been playing Pokemon Anil or Pokemon Indigo, and that one's a really cool fan game. Maybe one of these days I'll play it on stream. I've just been playing it just kind of for fun in my own time, and that's been really cool. Ghost, can you give me a price check on this? So this is Crobat 093 from Chaos Rising. 093 Crobat. I'm curious on what the value is on this. I actually think it's more than a couple bucks. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before, like being worth a little bit something. Oh man, and there's so many Pokemon fan games. $4. All right, let's go. You know what? That's right, because I remembered seeing this on our local store's website, and I almost bought it as part of the my in-store pickups. So it's a good thing I didn't buy it, because I literally just pulled it right now. And I use a Crobat deck, a Team Rocket's Crobat deck. Maybe I'll put this one in as the display card for it. All right, let's do the prize pack. So prize packs are really freaking cool. If you don't know, prize packs can only be earned through official Play Pokemon tournament events. So going to your local league, if your local league is registered as a Play Pokemon League event spot, they get these prize packs to hand out. You can buy them on the secondary market, but you cannot buy them in stores. And the cool thing about them is they contain an assortment of cards. You only get 6 cards in a pack, but they contain an assortment of cards that are typically really used heavily in the competitive scene. So supporters, tool cards, Pokemon that are really competitive Pokemon, you'll get in these prize packs, and they each of them will have the official Play Pokemon stamp on the card as a variant, and that actually adds to the rarity of them and sometimes the value of the cards as well. So yeah, there's the Play Pokemon logo. If I get any holo cards, like any EXs or anything, it'll have a holo version of that symbol. There's a fan sequel to Smaragd called Pokemon Tourmaline. I've never heard of that. Premium Power Pro, or Triple P, or Powerade, as I call it. I mean, it looks like a Powerade, doesn't it? In fact, I was just putting it together a deck last week where we used a lot of these Premium Power Pros. That it was the Mega Lucario EX. Team Rocket's Energy. I always need these. I have like 4 Team Rocket's decks that I use. I have the Team Rocket's Crobat, Team Rocket's Mewtwo, Team Rocket's Nidoking, and then Team Rocket's Honchkrow. So yeah, I have 4 Team Rocket decks right now that I have currently built. Still could go for a Powerade. What's your favorite flavor? I got a blue Gatorade the other day. It was pretty good. My favorite Gatorade, though, is orange. I love the orange Gatorades. Speaking of, like, orange sodas, orange Fanta, but specifically the orange Fanta that comes from Mexico, not the American orange Fanta, but the Mexican orange Fanta, is fucking delicious. And it's because they make it with real sugar and it's not made with corn syrup or whatever. It's so good. If you ever get a chance, if you're at a convenience store or something, gas station, and you see an orange Fanta in the big tall bottle, glass bottle, pick it up, try it. It's good. It'll change your life. You have my recommendation. I will vouch for that. I mean, Tourmaline is a sequel to Emerald, a sequel to White and Black. Oh, okay. No, I have not heard of that. That sounds cool. God, Mexican soda products are so good. I know they are. Mexican Dr. Pepper is fucking fantastic. Ooh, yay. So this is unique to the oh no, it's not. Never mind. I was thinking something else. But we have the Cosmofoil pattern fighting energy. Love a good holo energy. And lastly, ooh, a Premium Power Pro Cosmofoil holo. Hell yeah, this is going to go straight into my Mega Lucario deck that I just put together last Thursday on stream. Yes, I love the Cosmofoil pattern of the item cards and like the stadiums and stuff. They're so cool. Freaking love them. I'm gonna set that aside so I can know to put it in my deck. Hey, not a bad prize pack. I love it. I love those prize packs. I think they're super cool. You can always get some really cool cards in there. And I still, to this day, Ghost, I remember when we went to our first tournament and you at locals, and you pulled the Pheasantipity EX that at the time was worth like 30 something bucks because it had that Play Pokemon stamp on it. And I think even the non-stamped version of Pheasantipity EX at that time was like 16 bucks or something. Like that's when the Pheasantipitys were expensive, because the only set that they were in was Enshrouded Fable, and yeah, that was the only printing of them. I remember how much my hands were shaking during that tournament. I know, oh my gosh, first tournament jitters is crazy. I don't get nervous much anymore at the tournaments, but I remember being very nervous that first one. You know what would be fun is we should ask ChatGPT what criminally cool Pokemon fan game he recommends. Do it. Ask him. Ask him. All right, Paldean Fates. Paldean Fates is a really cool set because this was it's a huge set because it had all of these shiny Pokemon in it. Although I do think this set has rotated out of legal play, so I don't know how useful any of these cards are. But if we get a hit, we get a hit. And that's always good too. All right, starting with the Fire Energy. I asked him and tells us what game we should play that. Okay. Mr. Mime Jr. or Mime Jr.? Mischief. Yeah, so these are all G-block Pokemon, so they are not playable in competitive play anymore. So we're just looking for hits in here. Barboach. Puppy, 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 puppy. Exactly. Lechonk. Lechonk. Gengar, or as I call it, Genjar, as it's actually pronounced, Genjar. Oinkologne. I don't like this Pokemon. I like Lechonk. I don't like Oinkologne. It looks weird. Weirds me out, man. Or as I call it, Genghis. Artisan. Oh, R.I.P. Artisan. What a great stadium card. It was so useful. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that does not have a roll box and put it onto their bench. Basically like a free... what's it called? The ball. A free nest ball. Ooh! We got the shiny Paldean Wooper. Look at that. We got a shiny hit. Shiny hit, gang. Look at that. So the shiny cards, I don't know how well you can tell, but they are textured. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. The baby. And I actually think that some of these shiny Pokemon cards, even though they're technically more common, they're actually kind of pricey. Pokemon Empyrean. Oh, I've never even heard of that one. Ghost, you want to give me a price check on this one? So it's the Paldean Wooper 180. Let me focus the camera up close and see if you can see the detail on the card. Yeah, maybe if I cover it, that you can see it a little better. Yeah, look at the texture on that. You can see it. Very cool. Very, very cool hit. Man, we're getting some good hits. $9 to $13. Okay, see what I mean? Like, these shinies, man, they're very rare. And this set is out of print too, so like it's gone up in price. I think a pack of these is almost like $30. Ooh, Haunter Reverse Hollow. That's a cool Haunter. And lastly, a Houndstone. You ain't nothing but a Houndstone. Dying all the time. Love a good Haunter card. Haunter was always one of my favorite Pokemon designs. From Gen 1, I thought he looked fucking cool. I can't believe I pulled 2 of these packs from your... I know, right? You got lucky twice. Did you get any hits in them? Very nice pulls. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. Pack number 2, Paldean Fates. Yeah, I had forgot that I had Paldean Fates in that dispenser. I just reloaded it with some packs that I had lying around. So there's more variety in it. Got a shiny Wigglytuff on the first one, but nothing in the second. Nice. How much was the Wigglytuff worth? Did you look that one up? All right, here we go. Pack number 2 of Paldean Fates. Let's see what we get here. We got a Gimme Go. Gimme Go. Oh, I'm so glad that Goldengo is out of rotation because fuck that card. I hated it. I hated playing against the Goldengo decks. Scraggy. Little sagging boy. Sagging his pants. Flittle. Oh, here's the regular Paldean Whooper. So we have the regular one and then the shiny one. So you can see the difference in colors. Paldean Whooper. The tough was $3. Oh, nice. Another Gengar. So this Gengar was actually reprinted in the Halloween set. I hope they do a Halloween set this year. I am now only missing like 3 or 4 cards from the full set of Halloween cards. Trick or Trade set, the Master set. Electric Generator. Mousehold. You collect Mouseholds, right? You want one? Oh shit! We got the shiny Oinkologne. Oh, I hate it. Look at, ugh. It's like real pig colored. Ew. The one I hate. Oh, gross. It's pink like a real pig. That is some pig. I kind of hate it. I kind of hate it. Not gonna lie, I kind of hate it. Although I do think, like, color-wise, the card is actually kind of gorgeous. Like, the white of the colorless Pokemon, like, goes really well with the design of the shiny background. Literally, Abner, eat your heart out. Okay, oh gosh, so the big... in Pokemon Empyrean, the Zenith region is shattered by the Empyrean catastrophe, which created reality-breaking rifts that mutate Pokemon and destabilize the world. As a trainer, you get caught in conflict between the two factions. One trying to... you are immune to the rifts, making you more important to both sides. Your choices shape whether the world is saved, change, or life. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a very, like, dramatic storyline. It's not just, you're some kid trying to catch Pokemon. $3 to $7. All right. Okay, we've actually got some pretty big value cards tonight in these packs. Graplocked and Annihilate. This attack does 70 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Ooh, that's actually kind of good. So at the most, it can do 350 damage with 1 energy. The problem is it's a stage 2, but that could be very useful in a Slowking deck, because Slowking, you can copy an attack of a card that you discard from your deck, and if you happen to place via Cypher Maniac or via Academy at Night that card at the top of your deck, you can use its attack. You'd love to see it. I've got a whole big old list of games that I need to get to. I need to finish this Pokemon and Yale. I need to start playing that again. But after that, I need to play Pokemon ZA. I started playing it and never really got into it, but I need to give it another chance. I was also playing Pokemon Violet at the time, and I really enjoyed Scarlet Violet. But ZA, I don't know, the live real-time battles just was not sitting right with me. I couldn't really wrap my head around it. I love the turn-based battles styles of the traditional games. All right, here we go. Ascended Heroes, Ass-Ended Heroes 2-pack. So Ascended Heroes is actually going up in price. These packs are not cheap on the secondary market now. The last time I opened one of these 2-packs, I did not get anything out of them. So let's see if our luck changes. We do have the Erika's Tangela, or Tangela, and another Erika coin. I feel like I have a few of these. All right. Here we go. Ascended Heroes. Last 2 packs of the night, gang. Last 2 packs of the night. And I'm probably going to cut the stream a little bit early tonight just because I'm kind of tired. Today was kind of a mentally and emotionally draining day. So I'm going to try to get to sleep a little bit early. Also, Archie was up all last night, throwing up. He was not feeling well. All right, here we go. Ass-ended hero. You can relate to the ass-ended hero? Or just the games that you have to play. When it rains, it pours. You know, it's okay. In the grand scheme of things, if the only thing that I have to face is just like having to pay more money for stuff, so be it. I think in terms of the grand scheme of things, I have my health, I have my friends, I have my relationship. Those are all things that, you know, are worth more. So like, if money's my biggest problem, then I'll take that, you know? I think in the scope of all things that could be going wrong, I feel like I'm kind of blessed in a lot of regards. So like, I don't really mind that as much. And plus, everybody deals with money, you know, like that's always a thing that everybody's gonna have to deal with. So it might as well, right? Might as well have that. It's a really good way of approaching life, man. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to compartmentalize, and rationalize things. Like, you can't help but look on the silver linings of things. I think when things get kind of shitty and they start to stack up, yeah, it can be stressful, but you always got to remind yourself that like there are good things in life too, and there are good things in my life, and I think that those are the things worth paying more attention to when things get bad. Dustox. I have not seen this Pokemon. Boisterous Wind. Once during your turn, you may use this ability, flip a coin. If heads, put an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon into their hand. Interesting. I wish it could just be not a coin flip. Oh, speaking of coin flips, there is a new card coming out in Pitch Black. I think it's in Pitch Black. Maybe it's not Pitch Black. Maybe it's in the set after. But it's a tool that whenever... Or no, it's an item card that you can ignore the results of a coin flip and flip again if you choose to. So for things like this, you can negate a failed coin flip and then flip it again. That's kind of game changing, especially if, say, Mega Kangaskhan EX, right? Its attack does 200 base damage, and then you flip coins until you get a tails, and it does 50 extra damage for each heads. So if, say, you need 250 damage to knock out an opponent, right? And you flip and you fail, you can retake that. So like that, I don't know, that seems kind of big. For my Alakazam Dragapult deck, I use the what's it called? Togekiss. Togekiss has an ability called Wondrous Kiss that whenever your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out, you flip a coin. If heads, you take an extra prize card. Game changer if I can roll back a failed flip on that and reflip. Like there's something there, dude. There is something there with that card. Versus the side deck that makes all coin flips fail. There's a side deck that does that? Oh, that's hilarious. Pignite! Oh, look at him. Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy. Super Singe. 70 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Team Rocket's Proton. Ooh, Team Rocket's Tarantula. So this can go in my Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck, which uses the Spidops, which the Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck is really just a Team Rocket's Spidop deck with Mewtwo just kind of for moral support. Mightyena. Ooh, it's the ball pattern. What ball is that? Is that a Dusk Ball? Kick away. 50 damage. Switch your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sharp Fang for 130. We've had this conversation before. I can't remember. I'm going to say, yep, Dusk Ball. I think it might be a Dusk Ball. Because I don't have a Dusk Ball here. It's not the Luxury Ball. It's not the Ultra Ball. It's not a Friend Ball. It's not a Quick Ball. I think it is a Dusk Ball. Or a Level Ball. Maybe it's a Level Ball. Although if it's a Darkness type Pokemon, it would make sense to give it a Dusk Ball, right? Because it's like a Darkness type one. And Team Rocket's Executor. Trikinesis. Flip 3 coins. If all of them are heads, knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, here we go. You put the coin flipper tool thing. Play that on there. There you go. Double Edge. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. 150 damage. Yeah, and I like that. I like the idea of coin flips being relevant in the game because for a long time there's not enough coin flipping going on. I feel like I like that mechanic in the card game. All right, so far we've had some pretty good hits. I feel like our luck has probably ran its course. But here we go, the last pack tonight. We're doing one more Ass-Ended Heroes card pack. Here we go, here we go. Wish me luck, gang. Wish me luck. Thank you, Ghosty, for all the hype. Always appreciated. So glad that you're here. Alright, here we go. Metal Energy. Of course. Vanillish. Ends Vanillish. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't use attacks. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. So, in an End Zoroark deck, you can copy a benched opponent's Ends Pokemon's attack. So yeah, you could potentially copy that. Now, if your opponent just switched to the bench, it would clear that condition, but interesting. Skitty! Oh, look at that. Little Skitty card. I'm trying to reset the brightness on my webcam. It's a little bright over here. Tepig. I actually really like the art of this card. I love this drawing of Tepig. Erica's Bellsprout. Cynthia Spiritomb. Okay, so this card is actually kind of goated. It works really well in the Cynthia's Garchomp deck. Raging Curse, 10 damage times. This attack does 10 damage for each damage counter on all of your benched Cynthia's Pokemon. This attack damage isn't affected by weakness. So, the Cynthia's Garchomp is a Pokemon that has a ton of HP already. But with the Cynthia's Power Weight, I think is what it's called, it adds an extra HP to it, bringing its total HP to 400 HP. So that thing is fucking big to swing through. So the idea is your opponent's going to try to chip away at your Garchomp, which is just a big freaking tank, right? And you retreat it to the bench, bring in the Spiritomb, and it does 10 damage for each damage counter. So let's say your Pokemon, your Garchomp has like 350 damage on it. You switch it to the bench, bring in this guy. For 1 energy, it's doing 350 damage. Now combine that with all of your bench Pokemon, and you can do some massive, massive, massive damage. The freaky ass side of me downloaded a freaky Pokemon run. Oh goodness. Uh-oh. Frosmoth. Alluring Wings. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability. Each player draws a card. Why would you want your opponent to draw a card? I guess that's actually pretty good against a... No, I don't know why you would want to do that. Oh, is it a name that's going to get me banned on Twitch? Team Rocket's Ariana. Ariana is a very good supporter card. Draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. If all of your Pokemon in play are Team Rocket's Pokemon, draw cards until you have 8 in your hand instead. A very good draw mechanic card. Ooh, we got the Poochyena. So we got the Mightyena with the ball and the Poochyena with the darkness type energy. Reverse Hollow. Very fucking cool. That's actually a really cool picture of the Poochyena. Ooh, the Okidogi with the... Which ball is that? Friend ball? Okidogi. Poochyena looks like a little Petra girl. Settle the score. This attack does 60 more damage for each prize card your opponent took during their last turn. Okay, so during their last turn, it's a very... You gotta hope that your opponent took a bunch. And lastly, Togekiss. This is the Togekiss I was telling you about. So Wonder Kiss. When your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, take 1 more prize card. The effects don't stack. Okay, I got a private message. Okay, I'll check it after the stream here. Alright, let's do a quick little recap here of what our pulls were from the night. We got some cool stuff. We got some really cool stuff. I am very happy with tonight's pulls, especially from like some random packs too. Like I just, it wasn't anything like a big release. Although the Shining Fates are kind of big things. So we got the Togekiss, always useful. Executor. Erica's Tangela. This is the promo that came in that 2-pack. Oinkologne. Frickin' Shining Disaster. Annihilate. The Shiny Paldean Wooper, which I think is the most valuable card that we pulled tonight, right? You said it was like $8. And then Houndstone. Trevenant. Of the reverses... Sorry, this song's kind of aggressive. We've got the Darkness Reverse Hollow. The Okidogi with the... Which ball? Friend ball? Mightyena with the Dusk ball, maybe? Post your polls in the Discord for the ones that couldn't be in the stream. Okay. Tarantula. And then Graplocked. You'll buy Miss Piggy off of me? Haunter. I'll trade you for something. I don't know. I'll let you know when I'm looking for cards next. We'll do a trade. Beldum. And then the big hit of the night was the Crobat Illustrator Rare. Very cool card. I dig it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, gang. Well, definitely fun was had tonight. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know it's been a little quiet lately on stream, but I enjoy you all for being here and hanging out with me. I always appreciate you. and giving me someone to talk to, because otherwise I'd be talking to myself, and that would be that would be boring. But yeah, so I'm so glad that you all are here to kind of share this time with me. But let's get a raid set up. Let's see who we have streaming right now. Who do I have? Who do I have? Who do I know? Let's see. Ooh, Rexy's on. We have not raided Rexy in a while. Let's go raid Rexy. Playing some Phasmophobia. So we're going to switch the vibes up a little bit from the lighthearted Pokemon vibes. We're going to go over to the spooky vibes of Phasmophobia, where Rexy KT is playing with some friends. So I hope that you all had some fun tonight. I hope to catch you again on Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. I'm not sure yet what we're gonna play, whether we'll do some more Resident Evil or we'll do something else. We'll see how the night goes. But yeah, if I don't see you, enjoy your 4th of July weekend and be safe. Don't blow your limbs off. That's something that people do. They blow off their phalanges. But we'll see you next time, fuckers. So long. Stay tuned for the raid. Bye.
Out of the room. Thank you. Yeah. Do. And a Spectre raid! Oh my goodness. It just threw a camera. Oh my goodness, all the raids. Hello, Spectre! Hello everybody. Hi, how's it going? How you doing? I'm guessing you played Pokemon.